Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
Here in Quezon City for the continued coverage of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 4, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Game number 4 na nga natin, scheduled for 9 games this Sunday. And syempre, panibagong mini-series na naman ito sa pagitan ng Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith and San Juan Mighty Warriors in the 18 and under division. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Jan Ocampo, kasama ko pa rin Renzo Navarro and Andrea Veloso, our courtside reporter partner. Good afternoon na sa'yo. Game number 4 na natin.
Good afternoon sa iyo, John, and I'm very excited to cover this. Itong powerhouse na San Juan with 6-0, habang itong Mandaluyong still struggling to find their first win with 0-3.
Well, kaabang-abang nga itong matchup na ito, no? San Juan Powerhouse and Mandaluyong, can they pull off an opposite victory? Tingnan natin ang kanilang previous game stats. Well, unahin na muna natin itong panig ng Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith. Ano? Sabi nga natin kanina, 0-3 ang kanilang record. They lost against Mindoro in their last outing by just 4 points, 59-55.
Yeah, that was a close game para dito sa Mandaluyong, pero natalo sila in that matchup. 15 out of 31 from the free throw line. Might be something na pwede nilang ma-improve in this game. 11 steals in that game, so they're doing a good job defensively. Although itong Mindoro, nakakuha naman ng 17 against them. So they need to take care of that basketball a little better, especially going up against San Juan. And they also had 14 offensive rebounds, but only 4 second chance points in that game. Tapos kanilang bench points 18. May konting tulong from the bench, but it has to be better.
Yeah. So tingnan nga natin kung sila nga ba ang magbibigay ng unang pagkatalo sa San Juan and pull off an upset victory. Pero tingnan natin itong San Juan, sabi mo nga, powerhouse of a team. 6-0 currently in Season 4, and what a dominating performance last outing kontra Pasig, 93-44.
Well, that was a big win by San Juan, and they're shooting 38 out of 81 from the field. That's 46%. They had 56 rebounds in that game. They only had 13 turnovers, but they had 32 points out of the 25 turnovers of Pasig Stallions in that game. 58 points in the paint as well. So expect that they're really gonna dominate it. They're really gonna dominate that shaded area.
Well, wag na natin patagalin pa. Bigyan na natin to kay Gio Cruz. Starting 5 naman tayo.
Microsmith going up against Makabagong San Juan Mighty Warriors. Now let us meet the starters first for Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith. Starting guard number 28, Dane Miagar. To guard number 44, Felix Hugo. At forward number 16, Zedric Victorioso. At forward number 2, Jazz Wellan. And at center number 0, Sam De La Cruz. The head coach is Andre Herrera, assisted by Terdi Del Rosario, Benji Disue, team manager and team owner Mark Herrera. And now let us meet the starters for Makabagong San Juan Mighty Warriors. One guard number 10, Lexi Gakrama. Two guard number 13, Joseph Kaloy. At forward number 3, Patrick Pasinos. Other forward number 2, Jacob Hizon. And at center number 34, Owen Kalanasan. The head coach is the Rainman, Renran Ritwalo, assisted by Odile Arim. Team manager, Andoy Reyes. And team owner, the Rainman, Renran.
Alright, starting 5 muna tayo for the Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith. We got Miagar Paras, Victorioso, Wellan, and De La Cruz. Para naman sa makabagong San Juan Mighty Warriors, we got Gakrama, Calooy, Hizon, Pasinos, and Kalanasan. Once again, John Ocampo, Renzo Navarro, and Andrea Veloso bringing you the action live here in Quezon City District 2 Gymnasium. Good afternoon sa ating live viewers, and also if you are nearby District 2 Gymnasium here in Quezon City, you can visit and drop by. Free admission po tayo. So, kaabang-abang itong matchup na ito. Sabi nga natin, powerhouse itong San Juan, and immediately, within just a few seconds, Jacob Hizon scores for San Juan.
Well, despite their status and despite their undefeated record, you gotta love itong San Juan coming off aggressive in this game. Hindi na sila nag-take ng too much time for them to get going. Pero itong Mandaluyong, meron din namang sagot agad.
Well, De La Cruz with that pull-up jumper to tie things up at 2 early in this ball game. Ball na naman ng San Juan. Pasinos, double teamed. Fadeaway jumper is in.
Patrick Pasinos fading away that jumper. Very smooth despite the heavy challenge. No? Meron dalawang defender sa kanyang harap eh.
With the experience of Patrick Pasinos, being part of the Gilas team.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a huge boost in your confidence.
Pero yun nga, naubusan ng 24 segundos dito ang Mandaluyong Junior Michael Smith. They turn the ball over to San Juan, who is currently up by 2 points. Na partner, kaabang-abang na every time na merong makakaharap itong San Juan, na feeling natin ay lugi pagdating sa size or sa standing, pinapakitaan tayo ng maganda, but we're yet to find that out later. But Calooy knocking down an early three-pointer.
That 2-3 zone of Mandaluyong was easily broken by Makabagong San Juan with that execution, getting a three-pointer from the left corner.
Floater is in para dito kay number 44 Phoenix, Hugo.
And yun yung sinasabi mo na whenever a team is going up against Makabagong San Juan, talagang lumalabas yung full potential nila eh. Pero itong si Hizon will get another three-pointer off that step back.
Currently down by 6 points itong Mandaluyong, but now they turn the ball over back to San Juan. Well, we know that this is a very dominant team, and I think the only team that was able to close in on them was Valenzuela. And even Valenzuela was, I think, the same size and height with the Mandaluyong squad. So, hindi ko pwedeng sabihin na lamang na lamang kagad dito ang San Juan, because we can see that Mandaluyong is capable of scoring early in this first quarter, although they're having their mishaps. But another floater will go in, and once again, that's Hugo. He goes back to back.
Yeah, and what about Hugo? Blowing by itong si, that was Pasinos. And then knocking down a floater in front of the defenders of Makabagong San Juan.
Oh, just in and out para dito kay 16, kay Victorioso. Pasinos kicks it out to Calooy. Another left corner three. A bit short this time. Mandaluyong naman ang aatake. Couldn't find that opening against Pasinos. 12 seconds on the shot clock, pulls up. That's a three-pointer coming from this guy. Number 10 of Mandaluyong is Julian Villano.
Yes, ito yung sinasabi natin regarding Mandaluyong. They're up for that challenge, going up against an undefeated San Juan, as we see Pasinos getting another basket. Yun talaga the challenge is there already. You're going up against an undefeated team, but what you're gonna do next is the most important thing. So it's either you're gonna compete or just fold dahil lang malakas yung kalaban.
Oo. So papakita rin dito ng Mandaluyong yung kanilang mental toughness. Hindi lang yung physical preparation nila, but great steal from Hugo. Oh, and Calooy with that swat, stopping the momentum of Mandaluyong. But for now, let's turn this over to Andrea for some report. Go ahead.
facing an undefeated team while still aiming for your first win is indeed challenging, and that is what Mandaluyong is facing right now. Kaya tama yung sinabi nyo, guys. As per the Mandaluyong coaches, they reminded the team to stay mentally and physically tough. They have to double their efforts and show pride and hard work and just play as a team. Right on time din naman itong pagbabalik ni Phoenix Yugo after missing their previous game. Kaya tignan natin kung ano pa yung maipapakita niya ngayong araw. Balik sa inyo, Jatamen.
Thanks so much, Andrea. So na-highlight dyan si Phoenix Yugo, and sabi nga kanina natin, ano, he went back-to-back on that floater. So regardless of the height disadvantage, yung skill naman, it makes up for it. And ito, right on cue is Phoenix Yugo at the line.
So was there a foul on that chase down by Calooy? Or was it just a technical foul? Kasi one shot lang yun eh.
Oh, probably the technical foul if that's just one shot. But unfortunately, he missed it. Sa kanila pa rin naman ang bola. Down by 3 points. Thought about the 3. Pulls up. And it's in. How about Sam De La Cruz knocking down a 3-pointer?
And it's a lot harder than it looks, yung mga ganong tira when you hesitated for the initial one and then you reload 3. Mahirap i-shoot yun eh kasi wala ka ng momentum, wala ka ng rhythm.
Oh, how about that shot coming from Julian Villano? Heavily guarded by Teodoro. Not an easy defender.
Now with 5 points, itong si Villano knocking down a 3-pointer earlier, this time finishing on the break.
Well, Calanasan was able to score on the baseline, making it look easy for the biggest guy.
Well, I'm actually surprised that that was the first time they went to Calanasan down low. They could have easily just give Calanasan the ball in the post, tapos let them operate. Pero ngayon lang nila pinuntahan.
Well, probably changing their play style dito and sizing up itong Mandaluyong on what can they bring to the table.
Or might be giving different touches para dito sa Mandaluyong kasi expecting as well na syempre si Calanasan is one guy you would prepare for, diba? So might be expecting na nag-prepare yung Mandaluyong for him. Hindi muna nila, ginagawa muna nila Decoy.
Speaking of which, pinagpahinga muna dito si Calanasan and Calooy. After Calooy knocking down a couple of threes. Pero palit dyan si Arsic and Santos. Another big guy itong si Arsic.
Yeah, so another big guy, no? Not as hefty as Calanasan, pero kita mo naman yung mga galamay niya, napakahaba.
And towering against his opponents. Kitang-kita natin from this angle. Ball na naman ng San Juan. Santos immediately fires. Although he misses. Tabla tayo sa 14. Mandaluyong ang atake. Looking to break the tie. Kicks it out. 3-point attempt, a bit short. Villano secures the offensive rebound. Five seconds on the shot clock. Balik kay Villano from way downtown. Shot too strong. Teodoro, defensive rebound. He's running through his defenders. No problem for Teodoro.
And what about Teodoro getting that defensive rebound and then finishing on the break? Pero itong Mandaluyong, they're having a hard time on that 2-3 zone of San Juan. No? The only thing left for them is to shoot those outside shots.
Pero ang papatuwag muna dito ng timeout ang Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith. Magbabalik tayo after this break.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan.
16-14 is our score. 3:40 remaining in the first. Lamang ng dalawang San Juan. Tuason checks in. Also itong si Eduardo Gonzalez. So a lot of players have checked in. Yung second unit
Yeah.
of Makabagong San Juan.
Yeah, not really a great play coming off that timeout for Makabagong San Juan. No? They turned the ball over.
Well, let's see, speaking of turnover, Mandaluyong naman. Ang turnover dyan, and on the rush was Santos, who immediately scores on the other end.
Yeah, and that's what happens when you miss a shot or you turn the ball over against Makabagong San Juan. They're going to run immediately on the other end, and 9 times out of 10, they're going to be able to score.
But this time, there was a steal.
Yeah, that was the one.
Oo, yun yung 9 times out of 10.
Oo, yun yung 1 out of 10.
Oo. Pero ito, Zell Santos ulit. From the pass break, gets rejected by the defender. Itong si, let's see, 16.
Yeah.
Number 16, itong si Cedric Victorioso. Pero nandun yung pagiging playful nila. Not just the good sportsmanship between Zell Santos and Victorioso. Probably known each other before, but look at that. Soft touch by Gonzalez and easily knocking down a three-pointer.
Yeah, this guy just came into the game and knocking down a 3-pointer right away, not wasting any time.
Oo. Oh, try to save the ball itong si Wellan. Yun nga lang, nakakuha yan ng San Juan. And just like that, yung stretch na sinasabi natin kanina. 7-point lead is San Juan, 21-14 with 2:08 remaining.
Yeah, that's how quick things happen if you're playing against Makabagong San Juan. Isang turnover mo, isang miss shot mo. Talagang magugulat ka na lang pagtingin mo sa scoreboard, laki na ng kalamangan.
Oo, parang isang tira, 7 points eh. Pero ito, Victorioso from downtown. Missed that shot. .146 remaining. Still at 21-14. Well, that was a missed opportunity for Mandaluyong. Especially, naghahabol sila dito ng 7. Zell Santos against Victorioso. Oh, nakahanap ng butas on the driving lane. Zell Santos, easy layup.
That was the second time itong si Santos was able to reach that shaded area that deep easily, and he was able to get his second layup.
Jumper a bit short for De La Cruz. San Juan na naman ang atake. Teodoro to Santos. Had to kick it out to Gonzalez. Now Tuazon. Makukuha yan ng Mandaluyong. They're doing great when it comes to the defensive end.
Actually,
Sa steals. Pero yung conversion lang ang nagiging challenge nila. And just like that, another missed attempt from De La Cruz.
well, I think they're getting intimidated by the size of Makabagong San Juan because they're reaching that shaded area. As you see a 3-pointer para kay Dominic Tuazon, and going back to Mandaluyong, they're getting intimidated by the size of Makabagong San Juan. They were able to reach that shaded area na blow by nila yung kanilang initial defender, but when that help defender comes in, dun sila nagkakaroon ng problema.
Actually, that could probably be the case. I can't blame them. If we're going to face a team like San Juan,
Yeah.
diba? Hindi natin magagaranti kung ano yung magagawa natin. But from downtown, how about the shooter's bounce? Gonzalez once again.
Yeah, that's the second 3-pointer of Eduardo Gonzalez. And that's going to be the final shot of the first quarter.
What a way to end the first quarter. 29-14. Lamang dito ang Makabagong San Juan Mighty Warriors.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
From tip-off to the final buzzer, every moment counts and so does every meal. Whether you're celebrating a win or just enjoying the game, Chef's Magic Condiments brings the flavor that makes every bite unforgettable. Chef's Magic, make every meal a magic moment. Sabi ni partner Renzo, shooting guard.
Oo.
Yeah. Kung
Pwede.
tumuro yun, point guard.
Pwede.
Oo. Pero ito, speaking of score, nakapuntos naman dyan si Villano. Much needed score as we open up the second quarter. Oh, nice fake. And by the way, i-highlight lang natin, this is probably the third unit already
Yeah.
of San Juan. And we saw earlier their previous game stats, yung bench points nila.
Napakalaki rin ang nagiging
Oo.
contribution eh, no? And yun yung mahirap when you're going up against makabagong San Juan. Hindi mo alam sinong dedepensahan mo eh. Dahil hindi mo alam kung sino ba yung magko-contribute ng malaki.
Oo. And syempre, different units, different play style.
Yeah, of
So,
course.
this is a luxury for Coach Renren. Pero on our screen, Sir Benji Paras
Basketball
supporting,
legend,
oo,
yeah.
supporting Junior MPBL. And hindi lang yun. Itong si Paras, number 6, Sam Paras, has checked in as a part of the third unit of the San Juan squad. And syempre, kanina nakita natin sa first 5. Ito namang sa panig naman ng Mandaluyong is si Dean Riley Paras. So magkaibang koponan. Dalawang Paras. And a few seconds has gone by the second quarter. Pero itong si number 20, si Francis Jones, just missed the first free throw.
Again, this is very important for makabagong San Juan, that they're getting their third unit some time on the floor, because yun, lagi nating sinasabi to, especially sa mga teams na talagang nananalo ng malaking margin, that this is the perfect time for them to try something new, maybe try some players that barely plays, kasi baka kailanganin mo sa dulo.
Yeah.
This is a long season, and the teams will be preparing for you, for your main guys. And again, this is the chance to give there's a chance to develop.
Speaking of chance, Francis Jones missed both free throws but knocking down a three-pointer. Oh, the layup won't go para dito kay Hugo. San Juan on the other end. Francis Jones goes back-to-back in the scoring department.
Yeah, and San Juan is just running as a unit right now, and they're forcing a lot of turnovers, making it hard for Mandaluyong to get that ball across, and Mandaluyong will be forced to call a timeout.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan.
Taking a quick look at our score, 37-17. Just like that, nalingat lang tayo. 20 puntos na ang lamang dito ng San Juan. And this is what we were talking about earlier. The dominance of this team. Well, 6-0, hindi naman nakakapagtaka. Pero yun, ang isang hindi pa nakakapagtaka, Villano making something happen for Mandaluyong.
And he's up to 7 points already. Talking about itong Sevillano, just being able to attack itong defense ng mga bagong San Juan, getting a couple of baskets here and there. But there's going to be a turnover on the side of Mandaluyong.
And ito nga, no, si Welan Jazz. Napachacha siya dun sa ano na yun, sa defense na yun. Natawagan siya ng traveling violation.
Well, the pass was a little too low. Parang sa paa niya na tumama eh.
San Juan na naman ang aatake. Couldn't convert. Defensive rebound by De La Cruz. On the rush is Mandaluyong. Hugo trying to get some contact against Nagano. Trying to cross the defense. Balik kay Hugo ang bola. Oh, stepping through and gets the finish is Hugo.
Yeah, and Hugo and Villano they're the ones doing the damage for Mandaluyong in this game.
How about Francis Jones knocking down another three-pointer?
That was a wide open three-pointer para dito kay Jones. Nobody out there recovering on that three-point shot.
De La Cruz missed that jumper. Para secures the defensive rebound. We got Reyes on the rush. And selfish play, but too deep. Yeah lang, was not able to convert it, but there was a whistle in that last play. And etong si number 12, si Francis Naganyo, medyo malalim dun sa pwesto. Checking in for Mandaluyong is number 28, Xerxes Miagar. Bola na naman ng Mandaluyong. Miagar has the leather. Guarded by Jones, pero masyadong madikit.
Yeah, but you gotta love the confidence of Miagar. He was going up against a much bigger guy in Jones, pero he's not backing down. No? He
Yeah.
was able to force itong si Jones into a foul.
And he just checked in, so hindi malamig itong si Miagar pagpasok. 19-point deficit para dito sa white shirts.
And also for Mandaluyong, no, I can notice that they're immediately going to those isolation plays, which is something na I don't think meron silang advantage because of the lineup nga of Makabagong San Juan. So I think they need to move that ball around, maybe go for some pick and roll action, or basta kailangan umikot yung bola.
Oo. And while we're at it, pinasok mo naman yung first unit
Yeah.
nitong San Juan. And now Pasinos pulls up for three. Misses Kalanasan. Missed that second chance. Sa kanila pa rin ang bola. Zyle Santos, cross pass. Jacob Hizon missed another three. Still at a 19-point lead. Almost halfway through the second quarter.
Yeah, and a couple of misses from the outside galing sa Makabagong San Juan, and a miss down low by Kalanasan. So Mandaluyong still doing a great job defensively. And again, I was about to say that the problem is in the offense, but Villano shooting another one from the outside.
Well, the luxury that San Juan has
Yeah.
is the lead. Kumbaga, they can miss as much as they can, as much as they want. Pero kaya din nilang umatake sa loob if decides to move away again from Mandaluyong. But let's see if they can have that challenge. Pero yun, si Pasinos, soft touch for that finish.
And we've been mentioning the big guys of San Juan, but what about the guards of San Juan? Itong si Kakrama. He was the one who got the offensive rebound earlier. He was the one who assisted the previous basket of Makabagong San Juan. So it's not just the big guys, it's also the point guards of Makabagong San Juan making things happen for them.
And Gakrama is a familiar name since their game 1, no? Talagang matunog na yung pamilyar niya as one of the guards of San Juan. And here scoring back-to-back for San Juan, Gakrama earlier, Kaloy.
Yeah, and as soon as the first group entered back, medyo nagkaroon na ulit ng struggle. Itong Mandaluyong on trying to compete, trying to bring the ball down, trying to defend. Medyo nagkaroon na sila ng problema agad.
Especially we see the size difference
Yeah.
nitong Mandaluyong kontra dito sa San Juan. That layup won't go, pero makakakuha siya dyan ng foul. Talking about this guy, Gakrama. Yep, that was Alexi Gakrama of San Juan.
Yeah.
And they are up now by 22 points. But for now, let's turn this over to Andrea. Andrea, go ahead.
Coach Renren is indeed making the most of San Juan's deep bench, giving valuable minutes to his second and third units. In every huddle and timeout nga, he has been clear with his message. This is the time for his players to improve and build their confidence. In the bench right now, tuloy-tuloy lang yung guidance and reminders niya to the team, urging everyone to keep the ball rolling and stay aggressive on defense no matter the size of the lead. Focusing to that no complacency mindset. Gentlemen.
Thank you so much, Andrea. Actually, kitang-kita nga natin yung no complacency nila dito.
Yeah.
Dahil yung previous, pag-usapan na lang natin yung previous stats sila, no? It's almost a 50-point lead.
Yeah.
So hindi mo masasabing medyo nag-lay low sila and dun towards the end of that ball game, hanggang dulo talagang umaarangkada sila regardless. And syempre, show of respect na rin sa patuloy na lumalaban na kabilang kupunan. And that's what we can see here as well with the Mandaluyong squad. Pero yun na nga, nakapuntos dyan. Itong si Welland dyan.
Yeah, and again, going back to Makabagong San Juan, they're still competing and they're still playing the right way. Despite the huge lead that they've established, talagang tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung paglalaro nila ng maayos. And like what Andrea mentioned, that this is the perfect time for the second unit and third unit to develop. It's not like they're counting out Mandaluyong already. It's just that yung kanilang first group kaya talaga mag-establish ng malaking kalamangan agad that would make them comfortable enough to field in the other players.
Yeah. And yun nga actually, kumbaga pag ipinasok na yung first unit, medyo makakaramdam ka ng kakaibang presensya on the floor. That also gives a tough challenge para rin sa Mandaluyong dahil kumbaga visually, psychologically, nakikita mo papasok na yung pumukol kanina ng malaki-laking puntos. Pero you gotta give credit to Mandaluyong as well dahil pinapakita nila dito, no? Hindi man nila kailangan sabayan, but they are also capable in scoring. But Jacob Hizon just was able to get the defensive rebound, goes coast to coast and throws it down.
And what about Jacob Dizon out of nowhere, slamming that one home. And that was flight number 2 for Makabagong San Juan.
Jacob Hizon throws it down. Nakakuha siya ng momentum from this side. And let's take a look at this once again. For that take off.
Yeah, and again, give credit to Patrick Pasinos for sealing the defenders, clearing the runway for Hizon for that slam.
And ito nga, Pasinos and Hizon, nagkakaintindi na sila. Nagbibigayan na that could have been a pass to another San Juan player, pero instead na humuha ng pasa, nag-seal na lang ng defender, and that's been a beautiful shot.
Yeah, and that's that international experience for you.
Yeah.
Talking about itong si Pasinos, what's more important for him is the success of the team, diba?
Yeah.
He could have easily asked for that ball. He had a mismatch down low, pero he cleared that runway for Hizon.
And then yung tiwala nila sa isa't isa.
Oo naman.
While they're having fun playing, talagang dinadagdagan pa nila yung excitement. And we saw the reaction of the bench of San Juan. They were as surprised as we were. Pero yun na nga. Shooting for 2 free throws at the line is Cedric Victorioso. However, he missed on the first one. And yun na nga. That was a much needed points para sana sa Mandaluyong. He's on, pulls up, downtown, misses. Pasinos has the offensive rebound, cross-court pass. Calooy missed on that left corner. 3 attempts, missed para dito sa San Juan. On the rush is De La Cruz, but just missed the ball against Hizon. Oh, and how about this guard? Alexi Gakrama, the one you talked about earlier, making some points for San Juan, giving them a 30-point lead.
And once again, once you commit a turnover against Makabagong San Juan, especially when it's that high, it's an automatic 2 points for them.
Pasinos decides to go coast to coast and an end one opportunity.
It's such a huge weapon to have. Itong si Pasinos playing that 4 spot, getting the defensive rebound and going all the way on the other end, absorbing the contact, getting the bucket plus the foul.
And that's brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness. That foul counted play. Completes the 3-point play is Patrick Pasinos, and giving San Juan their biggest lead yet in this game with 40 seconds remaining in the second quarter. 59-26. Calooy Almost a slam pero nag-hesitate mid-air.
Well, you can see the excitement of the bench.
Well, Caloocan is capable as well.
Yeah, and again, yun yung magandang nakikita rin natin with Makabagong San Juan. Everybody's happy when somebody in their roster is doing something good.
Yeah,
No, everybody's celebrating.
yeah.
Everybody's cheering on everyone. Yun yung maganda. And that's one of the big reasons of their success.
Well, nakaalagwa na ng malaki-laki dito ang San Juan, and Mandaluyong needs as much points and as much ball possession as they can get as Jean Leoncio gets the first free throw in. Much needed score. Miss on the second one. The putback won't go as well. Para dito kay Welan. Oh! Another attempt by Jacob Eason. This time, hindi napapasok yan. An easy layup ang sagot dyan ni Welan. But that will be it for our second quarter. 61-29 ang ating score by the end of the first half.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo, yeah. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob, MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to,
Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga.
We ended the first half 61-29, showing dominance itong Makabago San Juan Mighty Warriors, 18 and under division, as we see some of their highlights. During the first quarter, nagkaroon ng magandang moment din naman itong Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith, but we see here as Jacob Hizon throws it down as we take a look at our first half stats.
24 out of 42 for Makabagong San Juan at the half. That's huge compared to 12 out of 32 for Mandaluyong. Not bad for them, but they need to be better. That's 15 rebounds for Mandaluyong, 28 for San Juan, 28 points in the paint for San Juan, and that's what we talked about at the top of our coverage. They're gonna really dominate that shaded area. Kasi ang kanilang fast break points 19, bench points 26. So balance for Makabagong San Juan.
You're looking at the fast break points. I was surprised actually that dalawa lang ang naipasok doon ng Mandaluyong. So this is also something that they can work on. Especially nakakakuha sila ng steals kanina when we highlighted it out dung second quarter. Na defensively they're doing well, but on the offense, andun yung intimidation. Siyempre, babalandra sa'yo ang isang mas malaking defender.
Course,
pero siyempre nga, no, pinapakitaan pa rin naman tayo ng resilience dito ng Mandaluyong, but we need to see more of that resilience as they enter the second half.
Yeah, and for Mandaluyong, I know it's easy to get intimidated. I know it's easier said than done as well, but you're already there. So might as well, diba? Parang might as well try to finish your shots. Because if you get intimidated, parang bago mo pa ma-attempt, sablay na agad eh.
Oo.
Diba? So might as well just try to score over the much bigger guys of Makabagong San Juan.
Well, it all happens first in the mind bago siya mag-manifest physically.
Yeah.
And sabi nga natin during our previous game coverages, kung if you're down by as much as like let's say 30 plus points, might as well not look at the scores, enjoy the game, try to learn habang naglalaro ka, and yun, try to pick up something that you can carry on over to your next games. Pero yun na nga, enjoy the game, cut the negativity.
And of course, you're playing a team that that has a 6-0 record. So you can get a thing or two on what they're doing, why they've been very successful in this tournament. So yun lang talaga, you need to compete with them, commit mistakes against them para alam mo for the next game kung ano ba yung mga tama at mali.
Exactly. Pero ito si Pasinos getting flashy on that attack to the rim. And talking about making mistakes, syempre, sabi mo nga 6-0 yung team na ito. And ito, another three-pointer getting knocked down by Julian Villano, of course, one of the main guys para dito sa Mandaluyong.
Yeah, that's the third three-pointer of Villano, and back-to-back baskets for Pasinos on the break.
Well, the last thing that we want to see on the team that is, what do you call this? Being down by 30 to 40 points is yung parang mawalan sila ng gana, and that's not what we want to see. Pero ito, Gakrama, the one that you pointed out earlier as one of the great guards of Makabagong San Juan, knocking down the triple.
Yeah, and that's why I want to mention ito si Gakrama, kasi when you're part of a team this talented, and when you have so many weapons, it's gonna be a big responsibility for the guards to try and balance out your offense. Ikaw yung nasa loob to control everyone, to organize kung ano ba yung magiging takbo nyo.
Jacob Hizon just missed the three-pointer. And speaking of what do you call this, setting things up for your team, hindi lang basta yung guard or yung si Gakrama yung nagsiset up. Wakita natin doon. Si Pasinos yung nagbabanga ng bola. Kicks it out in that corner. Kanina naman yung throw down ni Hizon, court to court. So maraming capable, and yung skill ni Gakrama is readily available if kailangan siya. And as we can see here, showing some great ball handling to Hizon with an AC finish.
Splitting multiple defenders right there. Series of dribble moves and the behind the head pass to Hizon.
Oh, Pasinos missed that shot, but Calooy tried to save it. Second chance, wala pa rin. There will be a foul against the white shirts. Talking about Mandaluyong. And right now, we're seeing a huge gap in the third quarter, 70 to 32, and Calooy takes a trip to the line.
Chance for Calooy to extend the lead up to 40.
Yeah. One more and that will happen. He goes 2 for 2. 40-point lead para dito sa San Juan, and we will have a timeout. Para sa panig ng Mandaluyong Junior, Michael Smith.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
Just keep playing hard. Yan nga ang paulit-ulit na sinasabi ni Coach Ter dito is Mandaluyong players every huddle. While San Juan may hold the upper hand, wala nga raw mali in defending hard and doubling their efforts. Coach Ter also sees this game as an opportunity to grow tougher and identify the areas that really need improvement. As he put it, believe it or not, this game is really important for the next game, so they have to keep competing and make every possession count. Gentlemen.
Thank you, Andrea. Actually, yung pinag-uusapan natin kanina, no, going up against the 6-0 squad, sa next game nitong Mandaluyong, if ever they pick up a thing or two dito sa kanilang laban, medyo madadala nila yon against the next opponent.
Oo naman. Imagine being able to play well, compete, and score against these guys. Imagine kung ano yung kayang gawin nun sa confidence mo going up against other teams na medyo ka-match mo with it in terms of your roster.
Yeah.
Diba? So yun yung yun yung pwede mong makuha dito and you're stopping guys like Gakrama, you're forcing San Juan into a lot of turnovers. A team that is 6-0 right now,
Yeah.
you're forcing them into a lot of mistakes. So again, yun yung yun yung makukuha mo dito sa laro na ito.
At syempre, itong si Villano, no, nandito pa rin naman. Especially, we see the onslaughts pinapakita dito ni Pasinos and the San Juan squad. And on the other end, si Abuela naman nakapuntos against Kalanasan. So, we've seen a little bit of a confidence boost sa panig nila. But Gakrama fires for 3, easily knocking it down.
And I love the demeanor of this guy. Just very composed. Talagang wala lang parang parang walang nangyayari every time he makes a basket, makes a three-pointer, or dishes us off a nice assist. Wala kang makikitang reaction
Another day in the office. Have a blessed Sunday, sabi niya. Pero yun nga, talking about Gakrama, we've called a lot of his games itong San Juan 18 and under.
Yeah.
Pero yun nga, no celebration at all. Balik lang ulit sa trabaho. And speaking of trabaho, ang tatrabaho naman dito is the second unit nitong makabagong San Juan.
Very very balanced yung nagiging playing time ng mga players ng makabagong San Juan. They're getting equal opportunities right now, and that's just gonna make this team a lot better, even more better.
Yeah. Arsik had a good eye there. I thought for a second he was going to throw it down. Pero yun na nga, medyo napalalim yung pwesto niya. Nevertheless, rewarded with 2 free throws.
But I think he was actually going for that slam, but there were a lot of people in front of him, even his teammates. Kaya hindi niya na tinuloy.
Oo. Yun nga lang, missed on that first one. On to his second. Biggest lead so far is 41 points. 79 to 38 is our current score. Gets the second one in. 4:06 remaining in our third quarter.
Yeah, and kita mo naman itong makabagong San Juan. They're still applying full court pressure, still trying to force turnovers despite the huge lead that they have right now. And that is what we're talking about, no? Talagang still needs to approach this the right way. But again, for makabagong San Juan naman, this is their time to be better as well, to still develop. I know they're 6-0 right now, but hindi pa naman tapos yung tournament eh. Diba?
Exactly.
So I think that's the reason why Coach Ren is still instructing his boys to pressure, to play hard pa rin.
Speaking of playing hard, Victorioso gets that jumper in. Another three-pointer attempt won't go. Zael Santos goes for the follow-up. Hindi yan itutuloy. Pero ito, battle for rebound is Kapal and Alba. But Alba was able to secure the rebound. Mid-range jumper won't go para kay Miagar. Kapal. Now Teodoro back in action. Part of the second unit. Lines it up for three and gets it in.
And, that was the fourth guy of Makabagong San Juan and still knocking down a three-pointer. So there's so much weapon in this roster for Makabagong San Juan, and again, they're 6-0 for a reason.
Yeah. But what I like to see about this second unit and itong Mandaluyong, well, let's take a look at this first. Yeah, just right outside the arc and had a great eye on the three-pointer. Well, going back to my point, since iniba yung unit na kaharap itong Mandaluyong, nakita natin yung parang speed boost dito sa Mandaluyong, and they're playing differently compared to sa first unit kanina as Arsic almost slams it home.
But also on the part of San Juan, this is the second unit. So talagang nakikita mo na pumupukpok din talaga sila.
Yeah.
There's for sure there's a healthy competition within their team na syempre yung mga second unit eventually gusto nila sila yung maging main unit. So talagang tama yung approach nitong mga batang to. They're really playing this out the right way.
And din yung isa pang factor doon, since ito another unit na naman ito, kasi maaaring yung first unit medyo nakakaramdam na ng kalamangan, medyo na lay low na. Pero the second unit, pagpasok nila, fired up, and we can see that here. Arsic, right at the middle. Easy layup for him.
Still going hard, diba? And of course, you need to keep on going hard kasi nga once you relax, that's where injuries happen. Talagang doon ka magiging prone sa injury, and you don't want to see that happen to anyone, even if you're a Mandaluyong fan or a San Juan fan.
Yeah.
Hindi mo gustuhin na may makitang masaktan.
Well, Hazan Omar was able to score his first 2 points, but that was against a much taller defender on the other end. Pero ito, a couple of missed attempts para sa San Juan, and Miagar, heavily guarded, decides to shoot. Jumper won't go. They had great attempts para dito sa Mandaluyong, pero yun nga lang, hindi yan papasok. Swanson, no dribble needed, left-handed finish.
Makabagong San Juan just pouring in a lot of points right here. They're up to 92 already. This is just the third quarter.
Oh, Teodoro missed that shot. 10 seconds remaining in third quarter. Teodoro steps back, pulls up for three. He gets it in once again.
Yeah, the second three-pointer of Teodoro in this quarter to finish off the third quarter.
End of the third quarter is 94-42. Lamang pa rin dito ang Makabagong San Juan Mighty Warriors.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng
We are entering the fourth quarter with Makabagong San Juan up by a huge 52 points. Pero bola ng Mandaluyong, and they're still in this game. Let's see what they can bring. Hugo steps back, jumper too strong. Well, as I can see here, third unit na ito ng San Juan. And Jones immediately scores to open up the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and etong si Jones, he was able to knock down, I think, 2 or 3 3-pointers earlier.
Yeah.
Yung kanyang unang pagpasok. So, alam mo rin, this guy can score and he's part of that third unit. So, that's how deep San Juan is.
Exactly. Kaya yung bench points nila, malalim din naman talaga. Pero ito si Wellan, nakapuntos na naman from Mandaluyong, and on the other end gets that block against Gonzales. Ito yung gusto nating makitang effort from Mandaluyong. Kumbaga,
Still competing.
oo, still compete. Don't look at the score. Rush as if dikit yung laban, and something good might happen. Although they missed that shot, itong si Hugo. Paras rejected, pero sa kanya pa rin mapupunta ang bola and gets 2 points.
Right, what about Paras, one of the big guys of Makabagong San Juan, knocking down a mid-range jumper. So you know that this big guy also has that soft touch from within 15 to 18 feet.
Nakuha niya pa yung defensive rebound doon. Now Reyes lays it up and gets it in easily.
And a little bit of interior passing for Makabagong San Juan.
Oh, and a much needed score once again. Para dito sa Mandaluyong, and upon checking here, 100 na ang puntos nitong San Juan, sarado 100. Bola na naman ng Mandaluyong, and now Hugo, no dribble needed to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and for Makabagong San Juan, I know this is a huge lead already, but you can't just let itong Mandaluyong get easy baskets as we see a 3-pointer from Gonzales. I mean, I know this is a huge difference already, and with 7 minutes and 39 seconds left in the game, medyo sure win na rin to for Makabagong San Juan.
Yeah.
But you can't give anything easy for Mandaluyong. Still have to challenge them because you're creating good habits right here.
Yes. Yung kumbaga hindi kayo hinto hanggang hindi nag-sound yung final buzzer. And ito naman si 18, si Jean Leoncio with a beautiful layup. Well, victorioso on the other end. Ilang dun sinaganyo. Takbo dito ang Mandaluyong, and back-to-back scores for them this time. Ito naman si Hugo ang pupuntos.
Yeah, it's down to still a 51-point lead, but yeah, itong Makabagong San Juan still attacking, and you can see Paras operating from the post.
Big boy moves para dito kay Paras. And a 3-pointer. How about that coming from Villano? San Juan. Jones goes for 3, a bit short. Wellan. Great defense on the white shirts. Mapupunta sa Mandaluyong ang ball possession eh. Sakto 50 ang hinahabol nila dito. 105-55. Exactly 6.5 remaining. This is our 4th and final quarter. Bola na Mandaluyong nitong si Phoenix Hugo ang mag-inbound. Now they're against the 3rd unit of San Juan. Villano challenged by Reyes. Nothing but net this time, pero hindi yung gusto nating nothing but net. San Juan naman ang may hawak ng bola. Forward pass. Gonzales missed that layup. There will be a foul.
Gonzales complaining that there was a lot of contact on that attempt, but again, if you're Gonzales, you just need to adapt to the calls, maybe go even stronger.
Yeah. Oh. Speaking of Gonzales, getting strong on that rejection against Hugo. Still at 105-55. And I see here, mukhang babalik na. ang first unit nitong San Juan. A combination actually of the first and second unit.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna put Owen Kalanasan back in.
So reserving Owen Kalanasan for the next games, ano, if they see fit. And kung kailangan gamitin itong si Kalanasan.
Yeah, and once again, this is a long season, so you don't want to wear itong si Owen out no, if you're Makabagong San Juan, especially with games like this na kayang-kaya naman talaga.
Oo. And that's what we saw here. Pero ito, Hugo with that sidestep. Deeply challenged nga lang by two bigger defenders, but great save on that ball itong si Villano. De La Cruz has the leather. Gives it to Hugo. Napilitang mag-foul dyan itong si Patrick Pasinos.
And some color developing. And again, actually for both teams, this is something that that's very unnecessary na.
Yeah.
Especially in this huge lead. This is 49 points.
Yes.
Hindi mo na kailangan ng mga ganun.
Ito naman, Patrick Pasinos sa atake. Hesitated. A lot of ball movement. Sa kanya pa rin napupunta. Missed that shot. Pero siya pa rin na mag-follow up and gets another 2 points.
Yeah, 2 more points for Pasinos, but Takrama will get the steal, and he's on. Thought he's gonna go for another dunk. Went for the safe one, the layup, and will force a timeout for Mandaluyong side.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah, gabay at pag
Under 5 minutes remaining. Pero itong si Teodoro capitalizing on that quick steal and converts.
Yeah, still applying full court pressures. Makabagong San Juan. Still trying to add up on those turnovers committed by Mandaluyong.
He's on the other end. 4 scores back-to-back for San Juan. Oh, great tap there by Hazon. Realizing the advantage. Oh! Tried for a two-handed jam itong si Teodoro. Di nga lang nahawakan na maigi ang bola. Turnaround jumper is good para dito kay Hassan Omar.
Here comes Zizon. Once again, switching hands in mid-air, showing off his athleticism, taking off a little bit farther than players used to.
Kita natin immediately, dalawa yung ready to intercept the pass and Pasinos gets another layup. Goes left and right itong si Pasinos.
That's how high the skill level is for this Makabagong San Juan roster.
Jazz Wellan scores for Mandaluyong. Some much needed points. 117-60 is our score, and we still have 3 and 16 remaining. Niagar has the other for Mandaluyong. Oh, he's on. Gets the steal. Will he go for the jam? Tumama lang doon sa rim, pero pumasok pa rin.
Yeah, still 2 points for Hizon.
Pero ang gandang attempt no?
Yeah.
Kumbaga, usually lalabas na yun eh. But on the other end, they are having a hard time finding that basket. Teodoro naman. This has been a San Juan show from the get-go.
Yeah, and this is the right way to do it if you're San Juan. You just gotta keep on going hard. And again, as soon as the tip-off, they went hard. They established that early lead, and they just never looked back.
Pasinos, or Jacob Hazen rather, responds with another 3 after Wailan earlier knocking down that triple. Left-handed floater won't go. Teodoro. Defensive rebound. Pasinos. Slamming once again for San Juan. And final 2 minutes has been sounded. Jacob Hazen throws it down once again. Nakakuha ng tamang buwelo.
Yeah,
And,
and Makabagong San Juan just showing off their young legs.
Oh, this is just a substitution,
Yeah.
not a timeout.
I think a whole unit is coming in
Yeah,
for Makabagong San Juan.
and I think this is the highest score that I've seen so
Yeah.
far in season 4. 128 with 148 remaining, so they can still make some points here. But on the other end, Wailan Jazz with that left-handed layup. Jones for San Juan. Pumeke, nakakuha pa ng puntos. 130 to 65 is our score. Oh, great steal by Jones. Siya naman ang susubok sumalpak. Oh, niluwa nga lang, but Paras was there to save. All smiles for this kid. Losing that ball once again, and Paras almost throws it down.
That was Sam Paras for that soft slam, and Jones once again getting another steal.
And they're probably scoring 8 to 10 points within just a few seconds. Mandaluyong. Wailan attempted that shot. Just ran around the rim. Jones. 39 seconds remaining. Oh, napigilan nila doon si Sam Paras. Mandaluyong na naman susubok, pero hindi pa rin nila maipasok. They were trying to do something there. Just didn't go their way. Oh, hindi pa rin pumasok. 8 seconds remaining. And they will call it off. Huge win para dito sa Makabagong San Juan Mighty Warriors in the 18 and under division. And they are ending this ball game with 136 points contra 65. What a game this has been for Makabagong San Juan. And as we mentioned, this was the highest score so far here in Season 4.
Just complete dominance, full control of Makabagong San Juan the entire game. Just showing just how strong they are, how deep they are as a team,
Yeah.
and how well they play together. And hindi nagkulang yung Makabagong San Juan to show everyone that.
Exactly. 71 huge points, and gusto ko nang makilala natin kung sino nga ba yung player of the game. But for now, let us introduce our Don Benito's defensive player of the game. Is Phoenix Hugo, 5 rebounds, 3 steals from Mandaluyong Jr. Micro Smith. And syempre, meron din tayong Milo assist champ of the game. He is none other than Alexi Gakrama with 6 assists. Our Milo assist champ of the game from Makabagong San Juan. Kasama na ni Andrea, ang ating Chef's Magic best player of the game. Take it away, Andrea.
Patrick Pasinos of the 18 under San Juan. Patrick, a lot of valuable minutes for your second and third unit. Ano masasabi mo dun sa pinakita nila here in this game?
Ano lang po. First of all, ano po ako sa nila. Sa practice po kasi parang lahat po kami po. Nag-push po sa isa't isa po. And yun na po, parang minatch lang po nila yung energy ng first group. And yun na po.
So far, so good para sa kapanan mo, no? 7-0 ang standing nyo so far here in this season. Ano pa ba yung hinahanap po sa mga teammates mo, especially sa mga susunod yung games?
7-0, wala pa po yung habol po namin po yung championship. And sa mga teammates ko po, hopefully, ibigay po namin yung best po namin every game. And yun na po.
Patrick, baka may gusto kang pasalamatan mo ba diyan?
Thank you po sa mga teammates ko, sa coaching staff ng Lasal, and shoutout din po sa girlfriend ko po. Girlfriend ko.
Once again, our best player of the game, Patrick Pasinos of the 18 under Salman. Gentlemen.
Congratulations, Patrick Pasinos and the Makabago San Juan Mighty Warriors 18 and under division for a dominant performance yet again. Pero wag muna kayong lalayo, babalik tayo for our game number 5 in the 16 and under division.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa